took it to the range and it shot like a champ. I didn't have to adjust anything. The sights were dead on. Now at the range I went to, I used to go to an indoor range, and some people used the wrong ammunition, and so they've stopped allowing the bigger calibers like the 7.62 by 39. You can only shoot like 5.56 and under. So one person screwed it up for everybody, so I couldn't go do any fast shooting, so I had to go to the outdoor range on a rainy, dreary day, but there was nobody there hardly. All the range officers just kind of stood behind me talking while I shot. So I couldn't really heat it up as good as I wanted to check that muzzle brake out. And you notice it's slightly a different color since it's a different material. It probably needed to parkerize a lot longer. But the sights were dead on, functioned and operated flawlessly. But it's not going to stay looking like this. I'm about to tear this thing completely down. Well, not completely down. I'm going to take it all apart, all the furniture, everything's coming back off of it. I'm going to degrease it real good, and then we're going to paint it a different color. Yeah, I'm holding the thing up so the light touches. Alright, on this gas block right here, when I put it all together, I did not pay attention to the fact that the front of it, or the inside here where the gas piston actually goes into, well, it wasn't chamfered, or it didn't have an angle on there like you can't hardly tell because it's such a small angle going back so far. But that allows, it's kind of like a ramp. You can see where it looks like two different colors there. That allows that piston, no matter where it's at, to always center itself and make sure it goes into the gas block. This one didn't have that. It looked just like the front of this. No chamfer or nothing. So when I would work it by hand, 90% of the time it'd go in the hole, you know, without the gas tube on it. But then it would hang up. It'd hit high, hit over to the side, it'd hang up. And I thought maybe that's what was happening in one of my, when I was head spacing it, but I didn't have the gas tube in place when I was head spacing it, so I knew that the piston was going inside. But with it already being on here, I tried to Dremel it and it just wasn't working out. It was looking real ugly. You can see it's chamfered now. It's not chamfered as much as I'd like for the original there, but the best way to do that I found was a 1-inch 82-degree chamfer here. Now it's on a 3/8 rod. I made the little adapter here to put in there because this will not fit into there. And you can't come at it at an angle. So I made it come apart. It's long enough that it goes all the way out the back. Put the rod through there, put it together, and then slowly worked it with the drill motor there until I just slow RPM until I got enough material out of there. Now that thing goes in there every single time. There's no problem. It's always going to make sure it centers itself now. So I thought I'd let you guys know that if you buy one of these. Like I said, this is the IO inch incorporated or whatever, USA. As I dropped the little tool I made. Oh well. Everything, I've done one of these before, but not from IO. I don't know what company it was. All it had was made in USA across here. And it was just a casting. This was undersized. It had the window in it here, and the part that goes on the barrel was undersized. So I had to ream for the sight pin, and I had to ream for the barrel. And then this part was completely solid. I had to come in and drill all that. I had to make a fixture that would take all this off center and put this on center so I could put it in a lathe and machine it. I did that for a guy, and it worked great. When I bought this one, I didn't even think about it. Well, there wasn't a chamfer on there, but I fixed it. it's finished. Told you it'd look a little different next time you saw it. Of course, I'm kind of impatient when it comes to paint jobs, and I didn't let this one cure up as good as normal. It's just regular old spray paint. Just camo paint like you'd find at Walmart or whatever. I did put a base coat down of that painter's touch. That stuff works real well. But then on top of that, just regular old khaki spray paint. Nothing fancy. So it will show scratches, which it's already got scratches all on it from trying to put the sling on it, which the sling's brand new, even though it's new old stock, I guess, NOS. Has never been on a rifle, and it's real hard and it's not relaxed, so I put it on, try to get it all situated and adjusted right. It just rub it all across here, and it just rubs the paint off this thing. That's the only problem with having one that's a solid color like this. Even though it's accented or whatever, but a solid color is going to show every little scratch, which gives it kind of a little bit of character. Now, if you got one like this, you know, it's got multiple colors in it, little scratch here and there, you're not hardly even going to notice it unless you're really eyeballing it. You're not going to know. It all just blends in. But I think it kind of gives it a little bit of character when they're a little scratched up. Looks like they've actually been, you know, used, not necessarily abused, but used. Now I do have if you've watched me do the Polish AKM build, that's this rifle right here. Which it looks pretty good, but if you get up close, you'll notice it's all, looks like it's wore down. It's got a lot of wear on it. That isn't from using it like crazy. I actually put that finish on it. Make it look like it's wore. And all you do is use Scotch-Brite pad, Parkerize it. Once it's all done, just come back to that steel wool, just kind of go across all your little high spots and just rub it down. It gives it that used look. I was kind of going for a battlefield pickup, you know, looked like it was actually just picked up off the sands of Afghanistan or Pakistan or someplace and shipped over. Boy, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Of course, I've seen some of those and basically there's no bluing on them or anything, but still be kind of cool. But yeah, this thing's done. I don't know how long this paint's going to last, not very long. Now, if you want to, I wasn't sure I'd like the color, which is why I usually just use spray paint because it comes off a lot easier in the sandblast cabinet. You can sandblast Duracoat or Cerakote, it takes a lot more effort. But, you know, whatever. If you want to go that route, go right ahead. I've done it before too on rifles and done it, but spray paint works just fine. I think it looks pretty cool.